friends, welcome back to my channel. That's Sonita. Today is going to be part 2 of my quilting series on my long arm. I've got my long arm set up and I decided not to spray baste it. I'm just going to let it free float on my frame because that's the way I've done my other ones and it works well for me. So I'm going to get you turned around. I've got my first stitch down to just hold the quilt down in place. And we'll get started and see what we can come up with here. Okay, hopefully you can see this all right. First thing I'm going to do is in my border area in here, I'm going to use, my wave. I think a wave would look kind of pretty in the border. We'll see here. I'm gonna start it. Oh, this is kind of in the way of my, there we go. First, let me get my first stitch in there to hold my threads in. Okay, that's more like it. Put that right about there. This is a little tricky getting used to this. Let's see. There's got to be a easier way to hold this ruler without. Definitely got to be careful with that. One more here. I'm at the end. Okay guys, got that all dialed in. I'm going to do one more row of waves going down to the other end. Okay. All right. Okay. What I'm going to do for the next row is I keep my wave handy because I'm also going to do waves going down my border this way too. I guess I could do a couple waves right here while I am here. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. Let me get this set up to do swirls next. I'll bring you. Okay, guys, let's try our luck with some swirls. This one I definitely have to be slow with. Okay. Flip it to this way. Okay, and that's a swirl. Trouble is having to reach down underneath here and cut the bottom thread. It's possible, but kind of a pain. But that swirl turned out not bad for my first try. I spin it back around. Trying to line the top of the template up here with my where my border attaches. That way I know I'm in about the same spot. I've got this straight ruler here. I'll try to keep it. Looks like it's 1, 2, 2 1/4. Let's keep it to 2. Keep it 2 inches apart. That'll help me get a good going vibe there. Okay. Pull my bottom thread up here. There's 2. Okay, we'll do one more and then I'll take off the camera while I do a couple rows. I don't want to bore you guys. This is definitely a slow process. Spin it around. Okay, I'll bring you back after I get this row done just so you can see what it looks like, and then I'll just continue forward. Okay, so I've got one row done of the swirls and the top border, and then began the sides down the side border with the waves as well. The rest is just going to be dull and boring to you, so I'm going to continue forward. I might bring you back a little while from now just see my progress. But yeah, I mean, my swirls are not perfect, but they don't have to be. They're still going to be a very beautiful blanket. So I got to keep reminding myself that. That's why I keep telling you. Okay, I'll bring you back later, guys. Okay, guys, I'm like on my third row or so. Looks like it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, probably like 8 rows altogether. So I'm almost halfway through it. Thought I'd bring you back for a few minutes. Getting a little bit better at this. Will take a while before I'm actually good at it though, but it's alright. I'm sure whoever wins this at the family reunion is still gonna love it. The back of my quilt's not the best tension, but I'm going to let that go too because I guess I'm not in the mood to try to fix it right now. It's good, but it's not great. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to let you go until I'm completely done and take it off my long arm and bring you back and show you what it looks like. Hey friends, so I have my quilt all cut down the batting and extra batting taken off the back. And I've spent like an hour burying threads from all of the thread. Well, they weren't really breaks, but we had to tie off and start a new design because with doing ruler work, you're constantly stopping in one area and going to another. So I had a lot of threads to bury. Yeah, this is my waves. This is my curly swirls. I'm happy with how it turned out. It's not perfect, but I still think it turned out really super cute. So tomorrow I will be back to do the binding and the quilt label. Then I will wash it and show you what the final product looks like.